What's up, everybody? Courtney here with Ray of Hope. Hope everybody is doing good. Just wanted to make a video on the whole Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, the whole ordeal. I personally went to, back in July, Silverados in Black Mountain, just in time. A bunch of them got together, Adam Calhoun, and they had a 3-day festival up at Silverados. So when it first hit, I bought tickets to be able to see Upchurch. It was the first time that I was, had the money to do so. I bought tickets when they first came out, and I think it was January or February. I was super excited to go. Was looking forward to it. Anybody in today's economy knows, shit ain't cheap anymore. And to be able to, take time off of work, be able to afford the things, and be able to go to a concert where a bottle of water is $3 and they wanted $40 for a pizza. And you couldn't bring in anything either. You couldn't bring in any drinks. You couldn't bring in any food. And they were searching book bags. Well, there's one thing that I want to touch on that I saw, okay? The gates were supposed to open, I think, at 2. If I remember correctly, you can, whatever. But the gates were supposed to open, I think, at 2 or 3. The gates didn't open until 4 or 5 because Upchurch was late, okay? Upchurch was 2 hours late because he was buying a Harley Davidson in Asheville. When he got there, his tour bus pulled in the front driveway to Silverados, backed in, and he made everybody leave in order for him to do a sound check. Which was, I guess, fine, whatever, do what you do, but you were 2 hours late, buddy. And I'm still a huge. I love Upchurch music. I love what he stands for. I love that he's still independent. I love all that. But here's what made me mad as part of Creek Squad. Okay? I'm just going to be blunt and honest with you. People came from miles to see Upchurch perform. And he bombed the show. I have video. I will not attach it to this because it was horrible. Not one song did he make it through where he didn't have to cut off the people cut off the music and have them restart. Actually, after about the 5th song, we left. He said he was nursing a bad sore throat. He promised to upload new videos afterwards, blah, 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 blah. And 2, he didn't even come out to his booth. And a lot of us that day, it rained. So a lot of us stood in the rain. There was people standing in line, his merch line, standing in rain to buy his merch. He didn't even come out to his table. And let me just give you like a scheme of things. Like Just in Time, Jason Reed, Kelsey, Big Murph. They were all out, interacting with the crowd. Adam Calhoun wasn't there yet. He was to perform the next day. But, they were all interacting with the crowd, giving away free merch, hyping up the crowd, interacting with the crowd, signing t-shirts, doing all that. Upchurch, he didn't come out of his bus till it was time to perform. He didn't do anything to interact with anybody there. And I get it. His old lady was about to have a baby, whatever. And you could really tell that he didn't want to be there. He bombed the whole show. His vocals were completely off. And like I said, almost every song, he cut off the sound guy. Oh, this ain't sounding right. This ain't sounding right. None of the songs that, you expect him to do, he did. And I get it. Upchurch has a huge cross to bear, but you could tell he did not want to be there. And for the people that spent money, spent time, spent effort, I spent $70 on a freaking, on a sweater. Like I was 110% looking forward to see Upchurch, and looking at all his videos where he done concerts where he has interacted with his people and done that. He done none of that. And I was just hugely disappointed. I was hugely, grossly disappointed in his behavior. I get it. He was probably pissed at everyone there. Because I'm sure there's dirt that we have no clue of what's going on that he knows. You know what I mean? I get that. But you signed up for it. You signed up to be there. And at the end of the day, like, it just really upset me as a fan. It upset me that he didn't care enough to set aside the bullshit that was going on with whomever it may be there, that he couldn't come out and perform and put on a show. He was paid to do that, and I feel like he was the last act of the night. He was the one that people paid to be there for. These tickets were not cheap. I mean, they weren't highly expensive, but they weren't cheap either. And it just really was a huge disappointment. And I do think that the genre, country rap and all of them, I mean, it's bullcrap. All they want to do is bicker. And, Upchurch is the man. Upchurch is where it's at. He has built himself from nothing. And I am, a lot of people, a lot of us country redneck people, we look up to Upchurch because he made it. But that doesn't mean he don't have 1,000 daggers in his back either. And it just really showed that night that he didn't want, he just didn't really want to be there. He said he talked too much at the Harley Davidson place where he got his Harley at. And I don't care what anybody does with their time or money, but respect mine. And I don't feel like my money was respected. And he didn't honor any of the promises he made that night to the fans that were there. He admitted that he sounded like crap. He was, that stuff you spray in the back of your throat. I mean, he did that multiple times, but it was just hugely a disappointment. And, I hope he comes back around and makes it right with some of the people that came there to that show, because he said he would, but I highly doubt it. But, I will always be an Upchurch person. I spent weeks working on a painting for him, and I'm sure he threw it away, but I put that at his bus that day, and I was just trying to shake the man's hand, and it was a painting that says, "We rise above," and it glowed in the dark. I used glowed in the dark painting and all that, and I really, wanted him to know that he helped me through some very difficult times in life. And I felt like as an individual that spent my hard-earned money, that he owes the people that came to that show an apology. Because you could just tell. And what was funny, what made me so even madder, the week after that, they did a show, I think, in Ohio. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure y'all will. And he was hugging Adam Calhoun the next weekend. Like, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. Like, it gave me whiplash. They just can't get, I mean, they're men and they get butt hurt. And I get it. There's probably shit, like I said, there's probably crap we don't have no clue of what's going on. And I get that. But, in this industry, your fans are what make you. And to see everybody dragging Upchurch through the mud is really just really shitty. I mean, we all have faults. And we all are far from perfect. You know what I mean? Jelly Roll's got issues. Upchurch got issues. Dustin Times got issues. Everybody's got issues. Everybody got bullshit that they're going through. It doesn't make anybody better than the next. But when it comes to performing and getting paid to perform and dropping the ball like he did in July at Silverado's, it just really upset me. Because I saved for months to be able to go. I took off work to be able to go. And, like I said, it was $3 for a bottle of water. You couldn't even stand in line at Silverado's with your own bottle of water. You had to buy theirs. And I'm not knocking it, but come on. Like, people spent hella money just to, like, 2 slices of pizza was $12. And he was 2 hours late. And he didn't want nobody standing in line while he went on stage to do pre-checks or whatever he was going to do. So they made all of us go back to the our cars, and they gave us little red tickets because we were there first. I mean, there were some of us that were standing in 104-degree heat for hours to be the first in line so we could be the ones up next to the stage. You know what I mean? And I just think that the whole bullshit has ruined it for everybody, because they can't just be men about it and shake hands and stop with the bullshit. It's high school drama. It's all it is. High school drama. And it affected the fans that night. It affected the fans. It affected everybody's performance. Probably not everybody's, but it affected Upchurch's. And I'm going to be honest with you. If they wouldn't have had Upchurch there, they wouldn't have had half the people they had there. Big Murph did an awesome job. You know, from that, point forward, I spoke with Big Murph, and I work in recovery, and I, very thankful to have almost 7 years in sobriety. Very, very thankful for that. But at the end of the day, guys, get it together. You say it's about the fans. Well, if it's truly about the fans, then let it be about the fans. Drop the horse shit and be men about it. And and do what you come to do. Either y'all can work together or you can't. And it was clear that y'all can't work together in July. I knew then that something had done hit the fan, because he didn't, like I said, Upchurch didn't want to be there at all. Like, he was, and I will not. I do have videos from that night of him singing. I will not do that. I will not upload them, because I don't want them to be used against Upchurch. I don't. But I hope everybody has an amazing day. And remember, you matter. Peace out.